So here we have the table saw. The table saw is used for both making rip cuts and cross cuts in wood only. This is the fence. The fence is adjusted by pulling up on this handle and moving it the desired measurement away from the blade or to the blade. This is your pusher. This is actually able to do angles as well as straight 90. This is used a lot for cross cutting when you can't use the fence. Some of the functions for the table saw. This is your blade height adjustment, and you turn it clockwise, to raise the blade, counterclockwise to lower the blade. Blade angle is changed by loosening and adjusting this. And this is the power controls for the saw. The saw will turn on, turn off with these controls. The basic tools for the saw: your blade change wrench. This is another variety of blade called dado blade. This is used for making wide cuts in wood. And these are two types of pusher sticks. Alright, so what we'll show you first is a rip cut. Now what I need to do is make sure my guard shields are up. I need to raise my blade so that it is just above the top of my workpiece. Keeping in mind that while you're doing this, the saw is actually unplugged because you are working around the blade. Then, I will need to measure from the blade to the fence and make it the appropriate measurement. And then push the fence down. Confirm my measurement by looking at the mark on my piece, which it is good. Put my blade guards down. Then you turn the machine on. Grab my pusher. Send it through. Once my hand starts approaching the blade, I use the pusher to keep my hands clear of the blade. It's important that I push the piece all the way through and let it drop if need be. Once off, you wait for the blade to come to a complete stop, and then you can grab any scraps. When the blade's moving, you never want to keep your hands on the table, and you never want to touch any scraps. Now that I know the blade has stopped, it's safe to work around it, and I can grab this piece. Alright, the next cut we'll demonstrate is the cross cut. It's called the cross cut because we are cutting across the width of the material. The material is longer than it is wide. The last cut we showed you was a rip cut because you were ripping down the length of the material. In the cross cut, it's important to know that you do not use the fence because the material that you are pushing through can get caught between the blade and the fence and actually kick back at you and cause you injury. So what we do is move the fence out of the way, grab our pusher, set it to the appropriate length, and then with our blade already adjusted to the height, we set our guard down. And I'm only gonna, you notice I'll only grab this with one hand. This is to keep this hand away from the blade. Push your material all the way through. Once it reaches the end of the table, you grab it and you come away from the blade. Do not pass back over the table. Then you're free to shut the machine off. Don't touch your scrap until the blades completely stop turning. And now that I see the blade stop, I can grab my scrap. And that's crosscut.